the forge where the embers glow. Emphr searches high and low for the steel that sings like a blade of fire. He'll face the dark and never tire. The cost, the weight he bears through endless nights and battle stares. Each strike of the hammer, each swing of the blade. The journey is long, but he's unafraid. Through the ash and smoke, the flames grow higher. He won't back down and forge his desire. Steel in his heart and fire in his eyes. He'll rise above, he'll touch the sky. Steel in the fire, forged in the night. A hero's path, a warrior's fight. He'll seek the power in the iron's call. Through the flames he'll conquer all. For every battle, for every test, he'll find the strength, he'll give his best. With the heat of the forge and the clash of steel, he'll shape his fate, he'll make it real. Echoes of war, the cries in the air. He's forged in the struggle, he's learned to dare. In the shadows of mountains, the caverns deep, he hunts for the ore that never sleeps. The stars above and the earth below guide him onward as the embers glow. With every blow, with every flame, he carves his legend and earns his name. Through the ash and smoke, the flames grow higher. He won't back down and forge his desire. Steel in his heart and fire in his eyes. He'll rise above, he'll touch the sky. Steel in the fire, forged in the night. A hero's path, a warrior's fight. He'll seek the power in the iron's call. Through the flames he'll conquer all. For every...
Hello, and welcome to another episode of PAX Day. I'm going to check my output. I did some audio adjustment. Let me know if it's better or worse. I think it's better. So let's continue. Ah, crap. I left the monitor on. I can't talk and listen to myself at the same time. Okay. All right, so what else do we have here? I have a filter open, so can I close that out or not? Yes, I can. Okay. All right, so we're back. All right, so let's get started here. Last day before the major update. I'm going to try to jump online tomorrow night. I really want to hit that first night worth of the new PAX Day. I want everybody to enjoy the feeling of spawning and going to find your first plot of land. I think it's going to be fun. I think you'll have a lot of fun with PAX Day. And if you haven't started playing yet, I highly advise playing. It's amazing so far. Now, with all that said, there is some downsides that they are improving. Remember, this is early access. I want to keep that in mind. Early access. By the way, a quick shout out to the intro song that was done by Suno AI and myself collaborating. Pretty cool. I have some other songs. I just am exploring how to make music videos with AI because, again, I am not that talented, or nor do I have a budget where I can get a lot of people to create a music video for my stuff. So I'm going to try to see what I can do there as well. With all that said, I think that's the housekeeping's out of the way. Let's just continue and talk. All right. So one of the things that I really got to do is I got to take a picture or two of the house because it is pretty cool and it's going to go away tomorrow. So let's do this, right? Get a good shot here. And maybe shot down here. Nah, nothing interesting there. But down here might be interesting. There we go. Let's do a shot right there. Yeah, this was a big build. It's pretty cool. And then maybe if we go over here, I'll do a shot like this. And I should be okay on my stream frames, by the way. However, I am running a antivirus in the background. You know what I'm going to do? I usually don't do that, but let's pause the scan. There we go. That should give me a few more resources. What do you think? Yeah, that's calming my CPU down a little bit. Yeah, cool. All right. This part was pretty cool too. I did enjoy this entire house, and building it was pretty cool. We do want to. Maybe get to this corner here. Do a. Here we go. Maybe overlook these. This is just academic at this point. All right. Let's see. What do I got going on? I said basically this is the eve. This is the eve of the new updated version of PAX Day. I'm excited. Um, developers haven't disappointed yet. New map, new place to live. I was actually thinking about that because I have really ideas on how to organize, but to take everything here and organize it, yeah, that takes a little bit of time. Um, let's see what I got as far as the forge is concerned. Got a skill. Lots of forging stuff. Okay, well, that didn't work out. There we go. And that is it. Let's see what I can do with that. Oh, wait. I think I might have some coal in here. I thought I made some coal. That sucks. All right, that's all right. That's all right. We got plenty in here. So let's hope I got plenty to make some steel. What do you guys think? And I don't think I have enough for another. Oh, I do have enough for another one. Nice. That is it. That's not bad. Okay. All right, we'll let those cook. Let's go get some axes so we can build some coal up before tomorrow. But that wrought iron is, I think that's wrought iron. Yeah, because I have to make arrows, don't I? Forgot about that. Might as well make the arrows while we're down there. Usually I'd be in my blacksmithing attire. I love this. Could you imagine running through your house like this? I think I don't need to do. I'm just gonna make a whole wrought iron. See if I can just make them wrought iron arrowhead. But yeah, the bronze arrowhead is a 3 diamond, but it doesn't do damage like a 3 diamond. It's just expensive to make, essentially. It's like a picture. So yeah, thanks for joining me. What else is going on today? And I am so paranoid since the last 2 or 3 live shows with my voice. Okay. All right. We're still live. We're still good. I had to turn on my monitor, turn it off again. A lot of people can use the monitor. They can actually, and I guess they turned down the volume a little bit. But I wouldn't be able, I'd be distracted by it. I guess it really takes practice. So whoever does that in their podcasts, I'm tipping my hat. Well, while we're doing this, I was this is a good night. This is a good night. I will be streaming tomorrow for sure because I want that ability to be on the first day. They said what was it? Let me grab what they said on Discord. Where was it? Announcements, was it? News, maybe? Yeah, here it is. So it's they're saying they made this announcement. It was kind of cool. It basically says that it'll take 4 to 5 hours to do to do the update to the server and the program and such, which is fine. I mean that's and they're saying it during the day, daylight hours of the United States, and a lot of people had issue with that. And I'm like, well, it's not out yet. If this was out and published, then I would see them looking at the servers, the people on the server and the time they're on, do an analysis of when the lowest point is usually, and then do it at that point. That's the way I could see them doing it when it goes to 1.0, right? Live, not early access. So I don't have a problem with it being a developer myself. Not a game developer, but trust me, I put things out in the market. And one of the things that we normally do is we assess when would be the best time to do it. When I'm developing something and I'm just testing something and I have testers, and that's what we are in early access, I'm updating whenever. And normally the customer is okay with that. They're like, okay, just give me it whenever. We know we signed on to this project knowing that we will be disrupted now and again. Fine. I was surprised to see that. I was surprised to see that many of the comments in Discord by people were like, "Wow, why they should be doing this? They should be doing." They're bringing us a great game. Let them develop. Please let them develop. They've taken suggestions. They're increasing or bettering a couple different things, and this is a major update. So please let them do what they need to do. One of the things that they were having fun with was they call it the preverse, and what we're in today. And they said Zabians, there has been 2,049,000 killed. I'd say 2,050,000 killed. And Zabians killed 605,000 times player characters. So they gave us uh, little excerpts. They actually told us which area was most populated and which was least populated, which is yeah, that's kind of cool. I could see Tremian, which is one of the areas on the map. I don't know if it's on. I don't know if it's on this map. Yeah, there's Tremian. Yeah, that's packed full of people. And then this whole map, that is probably easily the most dominated Tremian. And then when you get off of the map, which I can't click on the other maps unless I'm there. Interesting. Maybe they'll improve that. But those areas of the map will also be part of the, and that's where Salalis, Salalis, Sally, Salius. I'm trying to pronounce it like. All right, so I think I got all my wrought iron is used up, and I need wood just for this too. Let's see if I have wood in here. Short stack. Look at all these short stack fine. I wish I could use them for something. I don't have anything. Here's short stack. More short stack. Let's see if I have any down here. I think I have some down here. I just don't know where. I really don't want to just start making it because I have a lot of this stuff already. So I'll take that. Oh, wow, it was. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I already have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I didn't realize I have that much wood just sitting around. So let's do short stock. That is a lot of short stock. That's all right. Let it go. So yeah, they did a lot of fun statistics. I thought some of them that were great were the trees chopped. 72 million trees were chopped by the players. Clay was forged 87 million. Pure iron collected 13 million. That's interesting because that's Lionese. Lost souls killed. They're scary. 105,000. I don't think many people go after them. And 73,000 players were killed. So the Lost Souls are actually badass. Of course, Badgers 1.2 million killed. There's actually 10,000 people killed by Badgers. I don't think I was killed by a Badger. 4,000 players killed in Leoness, so player versus player. That's kind of cool. Cool stuff. Very cool statistics. I didn't know. I knew they had demons in the game, but I never encountered one. But that's another high ratio that would that states that players are killed more often by demons than they kill demons. Not really. I hope they fix that. So yeah, let's talk about things while we're doing this skill up and just preparing for the transition. So they told me all the stuff that you own, including the lumber and everything, gets put in boxes. So you don't have to reforage for everything and recast everything and redo everything. And you keep all of your skills in this update. With that said, when this game goes live, and they haven't set a date for that, when it actually hits version 1.0 and its launch, our characters will be erased, and we'll have to make new characters, skill them up, find new places on the map, or find where we were in the new map. I would suppose, unless they make another map for the third rendition, which they might, because as we go through the early editions, we have to remember, or the early access, we got to remember, it's all about making things better, right? Making things that will improve the 1.0 or the final release. Let's see what else is going on. I'm keeping an eye on my stream as well, just to make sure. However, with all that said, let's talk. What do we have to talk about though? Oh, I had an interesting conversation with one of my friends today. Holy crap, it's just stopping, isn't it? Let me do this. I wonder if I change locations, if it'll do any better. Let's test it. Yeah, that's a. I just want to do this. All right. It was. I asked when who created like savings. So I asked this question. I can't find it. I'll just ask it again to ChatGPT. So daylight saving time is I would say, and I would argue, it's my pet peeve. It's a thorn in my side. Why? So I asked the question, and it actually it was proposed by George Hudson. an entomologist from New Zealand in 1895. Ben Franklin actually joked about daylight savings time as well. And William Willett, a British builder and avid golfer who independently proposed DST in 1907 in this pamphlet, The Waste of Daylight. So a lot of people, man, this is just not, you can do it the old fashioned way, I suppose. I'm hitting it individually. All right, so one of the things, and George Hudson actually suggested a 2-hour time shift to allow more daylight hours in the evening. Wow, I couldn't even imagine 2 hours, right? It was first adopted in Germany and Austria, Hungary. In 1916, during World War One, the goal was to conserve fuel and energy by reducing the need for artificial lighting. That makes complete and utter sense to me. I thought it was about farming. I was wrong. And I suppose, well, farmers go by the sun anyway, right? They're not going to worry about the clock. I got to get up at 6. Why? Because the sun's not up and I have to do stuff. No, they don't care. And it makes sense, right? Now that I think about it, I'm like, I exaggerate. So it was 1916, World War One. Then the United Kingdom and the United States adopted it shortly after Germany in 1918, which was the Standard Time Act, primarily it was a wartime act. Well, time passed, and it was standardized in the United States under the Uniform Time Act of 1966. And I think it was codified, it was changed a little bit in 2006. Very interesting. Why? And I understand how you can conserve energy, right? Well, yeah, it's this one's a hard logic problem for me, because in the United States there's certain territories or states that don't abide by daylight savings time. As a matter of fact, I was telling one of my friends this morning that there's been studies. In this one study, they found 24% increase in heart attack after daylight savings time. So the spring forward, the Monday after the spring forward, people started getting, there's a 25% increase, 24% increase in heart attacks. I was like, yeah, what are the mitigating circumstances? Like I said, don't take anything at face value, but let's play with that number today. Let's have fun with it. If 24% of people, I say that in and of itself is justified to get rid of daylight savings time. Done. You know what I mean? It's done. This is Unreal Engine 5.1, I think it is. Look at that thing. Just absolutely very cool. Very cool. You can craft 100 of them. 100 of 50s. So I'll have 500 arrows. All right, let's do it. Let's see if the auto keeps going. So I thought that was interesting. I thought we'd lead off the conversation with something fun, daylight savings time, since it happened this past weekend in the United States. I just exaggerate. I just hate it. I hate daylight savings time. I like going back to standard time, which we're in now, right? So this is the standard time. So when you see, and if you hadn't, you probably noticed, but if you didn't, most people don't put 2 and 2 together, because why? But you had like if you're in the United States, you had Eastern Standard Time or Eastern Daylight Savings Time, EDT or EST. And if you ever look at somebody's time, they might put that down, because from spring to November, when you write a time down in time zone format in the United States, you should be putting daylight savings time or standard time because it is a different time. If you put standard time, it's in the summer, it's technically an hour ahead of what you told them. Yeah, because today is it should be an hour ahead of where we are currently. So just mind-boggling stuff, but also just weird fantasy, just having fun with it. Having fun with it. Gotta have fun. This is one part of the things that this channel is. Culture is there's jokes in culture, right? There's philosophy has jokes. Everything has jokes. And some things you have to take with a little bit of irony, right? Or with a little bit of humor, because we would go insane otherwise. It's absolutely imperative that we keep our sense of humor, even in times of great stress. As a matter of fact, humor. Let's not just make general statements. Let's ask the internet. Does humor reduce stress scientifically? Or is evidence? So, like I said, on this channel, if I have access to the internet, we might as well, right? So, and it says, and that's what we thought. We could have, we knew this. This is where common sense. Remember what we were talking about the other day? Common sense. There is a common sense normally isn't common, but everybody, I thought, would listen to what I had stated and come to the same conclusion that yes, humor is a stress reducer, right? So there's substantial evidence, is what ChatGPT says. Studies in psychology, neuroscience, and medicine have demonstrated humor and laughter have significant positive effects both on mental and physical health. Hormone reduction, which is cortisol, is our stress and adrenaline. It can reduce those two. Endorphin release. It triggers a feel-good chemical, endorphin. What is it? Endorphins, yeah. They promote a sense of well-being. It can even relieve pain, providing a natural way to reduce tension. Cardiovascular health, immune system boost, reduction in psychological stress, social connection. So when you're sharing laughter, it says it strengthens social bonds, which promotes a sense of belonging, which can essentially is essential for stress relief. Essentially, not using that word again. So what we're connecting with social, oh, Jesus. Let me reword. Our social connections reduce stress. Makes sense. To me, that's common sense, right? They could also increase stress depending on the situation. However, when we're talking about laughter in a group, we're talking about genuine laughter, like going to a comedy club and everybody's laughing. It reduces stress, and that's what it's there for, right? So there is research backing it. Neuroscience research using fMRIs and EEGs. Pretty cool. Oh man, I thought I was gonna get away with. I thought I was gonna get away with one button to do 100. So yeah, it lowers stress hormones, boosts mood, strengthens social bonds, and offers a healthier perspective on stressful situations, making it powerful, evidence-backed stress management tool. Made sense. It's common sense. Remember that common sense we were talking about with legal speak, and we said common sense isn't common anymore. Well, this is one I think everybody can relate to, and because they can relate to it, it promotes the ability for people to think of it as a common sense, right? So pretty cool. I think laughter is awesome. I wish I could do it more every day. I don't think that the laughter I do produce in the day is healthy. It's not because of jokes, it's just because the stress gets so much. I basically have to laugh. Yeah, yeah. That's why I like comedies, actual comedies that especially the old comedies that were just absolutely hilarious to me. Uh, Life of Brian, um, The Holy Grail, Monty Python's The Holy Grail. What other ones? Geez, Christmas Vacation, uh, Stripes, absolutely phenomenal. Up Periscope, what am I? That was funny. So yeah, I would suggest through, especially as we're heading into the holiday season, use laughter as a mechanism. Now, I do want to stress, man, I'm just using all the same words tonight. I do want to emphasize when you do make jokes, you want everybody to be included in the joke, right? You don't want to exclude anybody or make somebody a part of the joke, unless it's in good jest and good fun. So laugh, be social, have relationships that that you smile a majority of the time. Absolutely. That's what we're trying to do here. I want you to enjoy the game. I'll give you some advice on the game, give you my opinion on the game, or whatever game that I'm playing. Like I said, I'd like to play Elite Dangerous for you guys, but I need feedback. I think PAX Day is going to be one of the best MMO RPGs in a long time. It's interesting. They launched the early access without a gold system, like a gold coin system. They said they might introduce money, but honestly, it's a barter system, so I'm not sure you need money. Like, you can't use it for anything other than if everybody has money and people want more money, buy stuff from other people. Maybe I don't. Uh, Using my skills, I can probably trade better. That's a good question with society, huh? If we look at society as a whole, then how do we look at the the barter system, the money system, the monetary system, the gold system, the silver? I honestly would like to see the United States go back to the gold standard, but is it feasible? Let's ask. When would the gold standard in the US ended? It's going to be around 1976, but I want to make sure I get the proper information. 1971 by Richard Nixon. And known as the Nixon shock. Yeah, yeah, that was. So it started under President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, FDR, in 1933, and I remember this story. Basically, he took the U.S. off the domestic gold standard during the Great Depression and curbed deflation and stimulated the economy. Gold could no longer be exchanged for dollars domestically, but international gold convertibility was maintained. If you think about back in 1933, you could but let's say 1929. You can go into a bank and say, I want the equivalent gold for the dollars in my bank account. And they would have to give you the gold, the bullion. They would have to exchange it. In 1933, the president said, yeah, it's not happening. In 1944, Bretton Woods system, the Bretton Woods system, probably after Bretton Woods, named after Bretton Woods, which other countries pegged their currencies to the US dollar, which was convertible to gold at a fixed rate of $35 per ounce. This system made the dollar the central reserve currency of the world. 1944, and if I remember the story correctly, in 1944, the US said, look, we've been devastated by war. Let's tie all the gold to US currency, make that the new reserve currency for the world. We can trade that, right? And why? Yeah, definitely cold. So we basically negotiated with the world, the free world, to say, okay, guys, we're going to be the reserve currency. Trust us. We have Fort Knox. We can back all the world's or the U.S. dollar with gold. And the world was like, yeah, okay, all right, let's try it. In 1971, Nixon said, we're going to back out of that deal. Oh my God. Worst thing ever. Because now you made a fiat currency that was backed by what? Technically nothing. However, it gets a little bit more, in my mind, devious. By the late 70s, early 80s, the reserve currency, the US dollar, even though it was not backed by gold anymore, was still traded in oil markets. And it was an exclusive oil market trade, meaning you could not buy oil. Up until recently, you couldn't buy oil from any country without the US dollar. So we basically created a oil backed instead of a gold backed currency. Well, fast forward to today, the United States is on the precipice of losing that status, which is inevitable. It didn't make sense that it would last. If you go into the Federal Reserve, which was a bad idea. As a matter of fact, Jefferson thought it was a bad idea. I want to say Jefferson. Let's make sure it was one of the founding fathers. Which of the founding fathers U.S. thought that how many iterations are we now the second question I did was how many central banks, how many iterations of central banks occurred in the US? Because there was an early central bank before the Federal Reserve in 1813, I would say. Yeah, so Thomas Jefferson and James Madison were two prominent founding fathers who opposed the idea of a central bank. Two of the smartest people at the time. They feared the central bank would grant too much power to the federal government and believed that it would favor wealthy elites, thereby infringing upon economic freedom and the interest of the general population. Come to fruition yet? Oh my God, that's just preaching to the choir. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what else is going on here. It said, in contrast, Alexander Hamilton. If you read books on Hamilton, this kind of makes sense. strongly advocated for the central bank to stabilize the national economy, manage debt, and provide uniform currency, ultimately leading to the establishment of the first bank in the States. By the way, not a sponsored spot, but Zevia. So if you do hear me take a few sips of the soda that is 0 calorie and 0 sugar. Little commercial. Anyway, not paid. Zevia, if you're listening, I have an audience of 10. You'll make tens of dollars. Anyway, there's your commercial. Zevia. Anyway, so Alexander Hamilton actually argued that it should be. So in 1791, they established the first bank in the United States. Hamilton did. It left in 1811, and it was basically the charter expired. So back then, they created a charter, passed it by law, crafted the beginning in 1791, ended the charter in 1811, didn't revisit it until 1860, when they created the second bank of the United States. Now, that was supposed to stabilize the War of 1812, the national economy after that, right? So Andrew Jackson opposed the bank, of course, viewing it as corrupt and too powerful. In 1832, he voted the bill to recharter the bank and withdrew the federal funds, effectively ending the second bank's influence in 1836. Can the Fed be stopped today? Yes, you just heard out. I'll say that again. I'm not a lawyer. Why couldn't we do this? President Andrew Jackson opposed the bank, viewing it as corrupt and too powerful. I think we can. In 1832, he vetoed the bill to recharter. I wonder if there's a recharter. Let's ask. Well, let's see it, because it says the Federal Reserve System of 1913 to present, so it's lasted 100 years. I'm reading real quick, so I don't read the entire thing. But basically, it doesn't say it's a charter. It was an act. Does the Federal Reserve Act have an date? I doubt it does, because it's an act, but you'd have to install a Congress that would, and the Fed and the president would have to sign it into law. So the first and second bank of the United States had a limited 20-year charter. The Federal Reserve was created with an open-ended mandate. Oh, 1913. Does not have an end date. Indefinite charter, meaning it was designed to operate permanently unless explicitly altered or abolished by Congress. Can somebody please do that? Oh my God, that's been a dumpster fire, in my opinion. But if you think about gold and monetary values and such, and Pax Day, if you apply those same things, except for we don't have a Congress or anything, or banks. So we have no banks, we have no NPCs. Gold can be mined or stolen from dead Zabians, mostly, or demons. But ultimately, what we're talking about is the players using a barter system economy. I think that's all right, and I don't think we need gold. I see why they would think. Well, even the developers are like, "Why do we need gold? Everything's working fine." Like, if you already had a system in a game of gold, or credits, whatever game you're playing. Then you maintain it. One of the best games I ever played was a player-driven economy, Eve Online. At the beginning, like in the first, I want to say 5-10 years, Eve Online actually had an economist on staff, a full paid economist to monitor the economy of these settled systems. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Then they started to change the game a little bit more. It became more of a command and control economy. Still a little bit player driven, but not nearly as much. Meaning there's entities that make stuff that are computer driven. I'm saying everything in the game was made by a player. At some point or another, anything you bought off of in the store was made by a player. There was, I think, I can't remember exactly, but I don't think there was any at the very beginning, any government-based sellers or entities that were computer generated at the very beginning. I'm almost positive, but I could be wrong. If you play EVE Online, let me know. The histories, yeah, I can't remember that far back, honestly. I say it so definitively, but I'm almost positive that it wasn't a thing. But yeah, games economies are huge, right? Take WoW. There was a controversy with WoW and Gold for a long time, right? Wasn't there if I remember correctly, the scandal was that, well, let's say it's not a scandal, it's just people were scamming other players or using bots to mine. Yay. Right? There's Boo Boo in the background. That's Boo Boo. They got the animal movement down. They could do better, but tonight it's really good. I wonder if that's because my connection is so good or what's going on. These trees are falling really weird. That deer is just not looking at me. Like I'm farming trees, dude. Take a chill. I took the arrows with me, so I'm 3 slots down. Mm-hmm. Not a big deal. Like I said, this is the end of the early access. I think they actually did one before I actually joined the game. I joined it back in, I want to say August. I've been playing ever since. I saw it on Steam and I was like, man, this. I saw it in trailers and I was like, is that true? Because they had a really good trailer and some of the armor was great and you saw players walking with each other and I'm like, and the sun gleaming off metal and some of the fights that were pretty good. And I was like, man, that looks like a really good game. And I love the fact that you can hunt down demons in PvE. I suppose it's all right with the PvP, but I'm not really a PvPer. Not that I can't PvP. Just don't enjoy it as much right now, especially in PAX Day. Because if you've seen me, and maybe I'll hunt tonight a little bit, and I'll show you. Hunting is the combat system. When I start attacking the wolves, it's easier by far, right? But my calculations are that you just run around in a circle and run away from somebody, run up to them, Some people have magic, which really sucks. And the magic takes a long time to actually generate. So it's not like there's a big advantage, right? There's the badger. Here he comes. Yeah, that's not going to work with me. even with the wood cutting axe. Although, here we go. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the patch. I can't say enough about the patch. Honestly, it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be absolutely incredible. Mostly because it's gonna be a new game. So absolutely cool. All right, let's see. I'm gonna ask Grok 2 something because Grok 2 seems to have a little bit more. Well, it has a different perspective than ChatGPT, which is interesting. Okay, it's have different perspectives. I believe it's the models behind them, right? But but it still is interesting. Let's see. How could the U.S. back the gold standard, or could Bitcoin be standard? Now, digital currency, digital currency with the government. If it's designed by the government, say no. How do we know that? Hell no. Let's see. Grok 2 is going back to the gold standard. Economic implications would be a fixed exchange rates under gold standard. Currency values are fixed relative to gold, which could stabilize exchange rates but might reduce monetary policy and flexibility. Let me translate that. The government couldn't spend what it doesn't have. Let's stop borrowing. We're 33 trillion in debt. Where does that debt go? It goes to our children. It's so annoying. People I talk to, they're like, we're good. We can keep borrowing. Yeah, the bill comes up. And if you don't pay it, then you're collapsing, right? All right. Let's see. Control inflation. Gold standards can be inherently limit inflation since the money supply growth is tied to the supply of gold, which is generally slow. Wow, we've been talking a lot about inflation, right? Deflation risks. If the economy grows faster than the gold supply, deflation could occur, potentially leading to economic stagnation or depression, as seen during some historical periods. That's what you get a right? That I agree with. That's one of the biggest risks of going back to the gold standard, for sure. But printing money isn't the way to go. So that practical challenges. The gold reserves, the U.S. would need significant gold reserves to back what it has today. Yes, 100%. There's no doubt in my mind. None. Remember the Fort Knox? Yeah. Fort Knox is where we keep all our gold. Yeah, kind of. Yeah. I remember there was one president that wanted to make $1 trillion coin or something like that. I'm like, what are they doing? There's no coin worth $1 trillion. I think it was made out of some precious metal, but still, it was like, oh, you want to back all our United States currency? That's one point. It doesn't make sense. International agreements transitioning to a gold standard would require their global cooperation, or at least agreement upon major economies to adjust to a fixed exchange rate. Now, the United States has enough influence currently. Not saying we're maintaining it. That I don't think would be a problem, and I think a lot of countries would be like, yeah, probably a good idea. Let's see what else. Political and social considerations. there would be substantial political will and possibly a shift in economic philosophy. Oh, yeah. Well, that's yes. Public would need to understand and support such a fundamental shift in monetary policy. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I mean, to a point, I suppose. I mean, people need to know how money is valued. People really don't know how money is valued today. So, yeah, yeah. Let's get to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is interesting because it's not controlled by a country. It doesn't have a central bank. All transactions are encrypted. Hence the encryption part of it. So, and actually, the first thing that comes up, I didn't have it on the screen. The first thing that comes up is decentralization. Bitcoin's decentralization nature could theoretically allow it to function like gold, but with digital advantages like ease of transaction and divisibility. Scarcity. Bitcoin has a fixed supply cap at 21 million coins, providing scarcity similar to gold. I don't think that's a negative. Challenges. And it doesn't say it's a negative. It's the feasibility of it is what it was going to. Challenges. Volatility, sure. Adoption, sure. Regulation and security. Yeah, the first thing it says is regulation. So let's read on, but not a fan already. Governments would need to address issues like fraud, cybersecurity, and environmental impact of Bitcoin mining. Environmental impact of Bitcoin. But Bitcoin mining is probably one of the most environmentally friendly things you can do. That's like anyway. Let's move on. Dual currency system. Bitcoin could be integrated into the financial system in a dual currency model where it coexists with fiat, perhaps containing transactions or reserve asset. I'm not sure I would do that. I'm not so sure I would do that. Crypto standard, instead of replacing the dollar, Bitcoin, or other cryptocurrencies, might set a standard for crypto economists influencing new digital currencies are designed or managed. Yeah, possibly. It says conclusion. Returning to the gold standard would be complex, involving significant economic, political, and logistical considerations. Okay. Bitcoin. It goes on. It does a dissertation on it, sort of, which is cool of AI, by the way, both Chat GPT and by Grok 2. But Bitcoin as a standard, Bitcoin replacing or significantly influencing monetary standards would require overcoming its volatility, regulatory hurdles, and achieving a level of trust and acceptance comparable to traditional currencies. Well, yeah, it might be more feasible for Bitcoin to act as an alternative reserve asset or standard within certain sectors of the economy before being considered by the broader, being considered for a broader role. Now, keep in mind, the U.S. government was doing a feasibility study of doing the USD, U.S. digital currency, USDC, I think. So they're thinking about it, but when the US does it, they can put a tracer on every transaction. So literally, you would never be able to do any job under the table as we do today. Like you can exchange money, and the federal government has no idea that money was exchanged, right? Unless you actually declare it, right? So currency in general for this tax day, I don't see a need for it yet. And if the developers do create a need, they'd have to introduce NPCs for sure. Absolutely. That'd be one thing they would have to do. I couldn't see it any other way. because without NPCs, gold is fairly useless. Like I said, if I'm going to trade with somebody, I'm going to trade like a steel axe for a sword, or somebody. What is the need of the person that I'm trading with, right? If I have that commodity, or I'm willing to go get that commodity for them, I can trade. I think that's fair, honestly. Somebody might be really good at steel uh, armor smithing, and you're like, man, I really want that armor, and the person goes, okay, get me the materials, and I'll need this and this and this on top. You agree to the quote unquote price, and there you go. You trade. I think that's kind of cool, and it removes the need or necessity for money because you can cook. You can. This is an odd. Now, let me say it a different way. This is one of the simplest actions. Now, let me say it a different way. Times were simpler. Sometimes they didn't have money, but sometimes, hey, butter's a commodity. Somebody might have been like, hey, you have beef, I have butter. Do you want butter? Yeah, I want butter. How much butter, or how much beef could I get for a pound of butter? And you come to an agreement. Is it fair? Well, it might not be fair the first time, but that's where you use negotiation skills, and you talk to your neighbor and you find out what their needs are. You create that need. I'm getting really good at timing. Sometimes when I first started to do that, I was always getting at least bit once by it. And I was just checking to see if anybody's on the last day before the big reveal. I'm so excited about that. So, in conclusion, I don't think X should add gold. If the developers do, I'm sure, and this is where human ingenuity comes in. I'm sure it'll be used. I don't know how it'll be used, but it'll be used. Players are crafty. They are very good at creating a. There it is. I'm trying to. I'm like, where the hell am I? There we go. So yeah, and that's. I think that's where you want your game to be. A lot of times, I think Thor from Pirate Software says this a lot. I'm gonna fix the big bugs, but if there's a way that a player figures out to do something, but it's not a big bug, like walk through a wall, I'm not gonna fix it. Why would I? Or some random way to create or craft more of something faster. If it doesn't disrupt or unbalance the game, then the devs shouldn't touch it. 100%. I think this is my last tree. Why wasn't the last tree my last tree? Oh, I see. Some heartwood there. I have room for heartwood. I forgot I had my inventory open. I'm trying to turn in your inventory with your inventory open. It's a mouse controlled inventory selection versus movement. It takes priority over the movement. There we go. Really? There we go. All right. All right. Let's see what else. Yeah. So What else is going on with this fighting PvP gold standard? I don't think I don't have enough. I'm gonna go get some more heartwood, even though you know what? I might have enough. Let's see if I have enough. On top of this thing. Yeah, I only have enough for that. That's all right. That's all right. We'll just craft. That's good enough. There we go. And then I'll just throw all of these in there and go hunting. I want to go hunting? Yeah. No. There we go. Let me go sharpen my axes really quick. Making an axe head is expensive in steel, though. So I'm hoping durability is still there. Nope. Nope. I'm gonna have to make another axe. That's all right. I think I actually got better at making them by one level yesterday because I've been making all those spears. I made a lot of spears. But ultimately, it's about resource management, right? I definitely don't want to go to mine today. Not that I need this, but I'm going to get it. Minor healing potion. Minor healing potion. There we go. Let's go get my weapons. I feel like my cord. I missed that. I am going to miss it. That's everything. Listen. Everything has its purpose. It's there. It's there. Remember, I memorized the keys, so I don't want to. Two-handed spear. Two-handed spear. Let's do that. There we go. I'll go level up some of my spears and stuff. I can't believe there's nobody here though. Yeah, nobody here. What do I want? I want the fuck is what I really want. There he is. See if I can get anybody else. Cool. I knew I was gonna miss that one. I do. Where are they coming out? There he is. Right there. Boom. That should be all of them. I'm really just getting the meat. I don't care about the hides as much. This hide, though, I do care about. Go get another book. It used to be too bored here, so I gotta watch where I put my home because I don't want to take away the wildlife, and I want to be away from people. I don't want a neighbor. I really don't want a neighbor. I like not having a neighbor. There we go. I saw something on the ground. The devs are probably, what is this guy doing on this server? It's like nobody else here. That was my bad. Yeah, there they are. There's one. There's the other. These give me animal hides. They're small, but they're still animal hides, which is really good because I can put two together to make one big one. So, yeah, very good. As a matter of fact, I don't need to go anywhere near anybody else right now. Although I don't need the meat. I can really meat. Jeez. So we'll go to the deer I know is around. You know what I'm saying? And then we will eat that, throw that, throw those, throw that. Don't need that. Don't need that. I am just running. There we go. Yeah, so yeah, interesting where we're designing games and even gold is a consideration, the economy is a consideration, resources and resource management is a consideration, right? So you want to, as a dev, you really have to think about these things. If you have too much surplus of a rare material, then you need to kind of parse it down, give it a little bit more scarcity so people can't create high-end weapons because if you have everybody can create a high-end weapon, you know, pretty much they're going to be common weapons, right? You shouldn't want that to happen, but there are magical weapons in here where you need special materials plus the steel at this point in time. But I think they're going to actually create another level, like a mithril or something to that effect. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's just speculation at this point, but it would be cool, right? Because this is supposed to be fantasy slash fantasy, but if you look at it on a scale, it's more toward the real than the fantasy. Like they are creatures of myth and legend, are that. Like I have seen ghosts, right? I've seen dire I've seen imps. I haven't encountered the imps, but I got close enough where their name showed up and I ran away. I was a fledgling. I didn't even have the armor I have on today. So I can't. I think I was just cloth. I was just wearing like normal stuff. Let's see if they come at me. Come at me, bro. There we go. There we go. I did a little bit of dancing there. I'm really looking for the wool on those. I don't care about anything else. Like I said, I'm only here for. Oh, I am really good with the boat. And I just jinxed myself. That's all right. Should clip some of these for the shorts because some of these bow shots, they're incredible. Even just luck, you know what I mean? Like 2 meter exhaust port luck. Time. No, I didn't use the force. That was total luck. 1 in a million. But the yeah, yeah, I can't wait for tomorrow. They said they have different road patterns, which is kind of cool. The Jesta cars are gonna look different. I was wondering. Every once in a while when I wow, that was that a delay or what? I don't know what that was. It's kind of weird. And you wouldn't put a spear away like that. That would hurt. All right, so let's see. Thanks. What are the player considerations? So let's see, spawn location, resource management, base building, professions, social interaction. Let's get these out of the way. I'm surprised a wolf didn't come out. See if I can get that one. Wow, I could get that one. And I brought all of them too. Wow, I can't believe I got 3 off on that. Wow, I can't believe that combat went that well. Remember what kind of armor I'm wearing as well. Not the kind of armor that you would definitely. Well, I think it's light armor, right? Perfect for hunting, in my opinion. Let's see, right about there. Yay! So it's funny. Grok 2 says spawn location. Well, low player density. When starting, players should choose areas with fewer players to maximize the competition or minimize the competition for resources. Well, yes, absolutely. You'll learn that. Uh, that's why I said don't build in the city. Go as far away as you can from a town and see if you can build there. I think the restriction, the floating boars, the restriction on building is you have to build in a valley or what's considered a valley. Wow. Why would I do that? See, the old boars give me an opportunity for animal hides. However, this one did not. So I have to take a potion. But yeah, yeah, tomorrow we'll go over this. But resource management, absolutely. You got all kinds of stuff here. Base building. Yeah, you should be near various biomes for resource diversity. Like I picked probably the worst spot. I have to run quite a long time to get to a different biome. And ultimately it's not, I wouldn't say it's bad. It's just not great. It just takes a little bit more time, honestly. There he is. Oh, there he is. I hate that. Wow. I gotta stop attacking 3 times. Stop with that. Let's see. Professions. You could probably that one. Oh, that's off, huh? There we go. There we go. If I can avoid the attack, I can avoid my shield damage. So that's the good news. Thought he was closer than that. See how I was ready for that attack? That's annoying. Oh, this is one of those. See how I have to keep attacking it. I'm gonna take some damage. Otherwise, it'll heal. It's a super wolf. Super wolf. It's annoying. That's what it is. I hope they fix that next rendition. Let's see what else. Ooh, went behind the tree. Now it's not. There we go. Oh, really? I was trying to be all cool. Wow. All right, I'm learning a little bit more on the movement and stuff. Let's see. I don't need any of these. I have so many of those. None of those. None of those. I don't need these. I really don't need these. Don't need that. Okay. We can continue to move on. I don't think I got a couple more wolves, I think, but that's about it. So yeah, what else is social interactions, of course. Um you get group versus soul combat. Yeah. So yeah, Grok is actually pretty good at this. It's pretty good at vision versus reality. There's been commentary on the game promising a grand MMO experience with a small development team, leading to expectations not always being met by the current build. Managing one's expectations with the reality of what the game currently offers is vital. I can agree with that. If you have a small development team, everybody should understand that. I mean, that's makes sense, right? I mean, what they've done with the small development team is pretty good. Ah, really? It is basically circle. Okay, let's see. What's our next topic? Let's ask Rock something weird. Um, let's ask something to do with. I don't know, that's it. How many people suffer from social anxiety in the US? It's an interesting topic because I actually wrote a song on social anxiety. It wrote a song and put it through the AI. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Probably approximately 7.1 of the U.S. population, millions of individuals, 24 million adults. Wow. So, but it does caveat it. It says it does make it so you can. It basically says it fluctuates. It's not exactly 24 million. So, meaning the sources aren't as accurate as one would think they are. I can't believe somebody built their house here. I guess this is considered a valley. I really want to get my spear up. Interesting. How much damage did I take? About 20. I'm still trying to assess where I am on the gameplay as well. So as I go through this podcast and I'm reading social anxiety and telling you about a song, oh, that's a bear. That's a bear. That's not gonna happen. I still can't take it. And dressed the way I am, definitely not gonna take it. Bears are just too badass. Don't need it. There's some ones. Let's see if I can bring them. Oh. Where's the other boar? Usually they're packs of two, right? 2 or 3. Yeah, that hit the tree. If I don't know if you guys can hear that. I didn't think I'd get it that time. There we go. Look how much damage that takes. I'm looking for the rule there. All right, so yeah, I wrote a song about social anxiety. I thought it was pretty good. I might again one of the things I'm going to. I'm more than likely I'm going to create a video for. I've been doing some research on how AI can assist me in creating videos. It seems like I have all the tools. I just gotta sign up for one more AI, and I'll put it to you guys. The AI I'm thinking about is something Labs. Yeah, yeah, that one, guys. You know that one. It was called. Let's see, Luma Labs, maybe. Luma Dream Machine, Luma Labs. Yeah, that's it. I was thinking about doing that. It does 5 to 10 second video snippets, and then you can tie those together and kind of create your own music video, which I think is pretty cool. I can't see anything. Oh, that's interesting. I love how fast my spear is, though. Honestly, see how I got the animal hide. Yeah, sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. My wife is cooking, and it smells amazing. All right, let's see. Wow, I can't believe I hit him. Let's see which direction. That's interesting. I thought I blocked both of them, but I didn't. Interesting. Okay. I know there's a deer down this way. A buck, I should say. There's also a fox. I don't think foxes actually give me anything. I don't even think they can drop animal hides. They only drop the rough animal hides. Oh, there's something. I didn't think I was coming from this direction. You gotta watch my. My shield's about to go. Ooh, animal hide though. Nice. Nice. Yeah, that was an easy shot. You didn't see it because the distance, right? But yeah, that was an easier shot than most people would think. Let me see if I can't find that song really quick for you. I thought it was pretty good. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, I did create a song about. It's just an instrumental, but let me see if it works out. It's this one. Wow, that was really loud. Sorry about that. Just an instrumental, but I thought it was well put together. I call it "The Journey of Tranquility." And I'll do stuff while you're listening, or you're listening to pleasure. The Journey of Tranquility, everybody. I think you can hear that. Let me see. There it is. I wonder if you could hear it. Pretty sure you could. So it was only a minute, but not bad, right? Oh, it just starts the other version of it. That I didn't want you to hear. Not yet. It's not finished. Let's see. I did a Eve Online song. I did a Salam McKnight song. Let's see. This one was pretty good. It's from spring to the star, or from spring to the stars, from the start to to the stars. Essentially, is what it should have been called. A little alternative rock. It was all right. It was all right. There's a Breaking Out. I think is the one I did. I think it was the symphonic metal that sounded the best. Oh no, this is about working 9 to 5. So I put it in symphonic metal. So it's pretty good. I like Suno AI. I'm hoping to bring more to you as we as a music channel, but I'd like to put the videos to it. Oh wow. Did I get that? Oh crap. Wow, it didn't attack. Nice. But yeah, I'd like to. I'm gonna try to work on some videos this weekend. I am still struggling with the expense of one of the AI generators, but if I don't use the monthly fee, then I can't use it for commercial. Kind of like Suno. Suno's like you can use it free, but you can't monetize anything. And it was like, you don't even have to give us credit. I was like, why not? I don't mind giving credit to the things that help me. Wow, that really. The one thing I did notice was the fact that I have not. Anyway, I lost my thought there. But yeah, I'll get that done. I think it'll be good. The song, like I said, from the beginning of this and the this podcast, this is the fun part. They can't get to me. So I'll just use arrows. There we go. Oh, it's hard to hit from here. And you're seeing about the rate of fire. There we go. Animal, yes, two. I am a happy man. I think there's a buck over here too. You waste a lot of arrows when you do that, though. So you have to be confident in the fact that wow. Over the hill. Did you see the little arc? That's one that I need to throw up there. I don't need. I don't need. Don't need it. Don't need it. There we go. Sometimes you follow hunters around the other players. Like this guy started building his house. I don't think he finished it, but it's pretty interesting where he decided to do it. Very scenic, but he's away from a lot of resources, so. And there's some four. Really? There we go. Yeah, so it'll be fun tomorrow. What do we got? Oh, I've been playing for so long. I didn't realize the time. So hopefully I'll get this back to my village. I'll keep my weapons on me in case I spawn and I don't have access to anything. So I should get my hammer out too, as a matter of fact. So I'll do that when we get back to. I'll get my my construction hammer out and see if I need to repair it or not. But yeah, we'll end the stream here after I get back and I get the hammer and some arrows. Replenish some of those. I don't think yeah, I only need a little bit. Put some stuff away. Again, I really don't need anything too much other than I don't need these. Cool. I'll repair some stuff as well. Like I said, I don't know what I'll have access to right away. I might have to create a bench or something right away, craft it, but I won't be able to do that until I find a home. So what I'll do tomorrow is I will try to get on for an hour so we can start scouting out positions. And hopefully they don't spawn us some Leonese. That would suck. I just run with this because I don't like the holding my arm back or something. Yeah, it's just odd. Well, as we close out the podcast, um, thanks for joining. Thanks for watching a little bit of this podcast. We talked a little bit more about PAX Day. We talked a lot about other interesting things just came up, like daylight savings time. The Fed, for some reason, we actually threw that topic of conversation in there. I think it was partly because the government issues stuff with the daylight savings time that we talk about gold in PAX Day, and when we talk about gold in PAX Day, our minds drifted to the gold standard that the United States left in 1971. Yeah, thanks. Thank you, Richard. At least his first name is right. God. I think his last name should be Premium. Let's see. Put that there. I didn't carry any of that. There we go. I have a hood, but I don't wear it because no. I lose the aesthetics. I forget there was a Knights and Magic. It was an anime. It was really good. I liked it. I liked how they compiled the story. But the main character was all about the robots, right? And robots couldn't. They had a certain aesthetic. You couldn't break that aesthetic. So it was interesting how they did that. So it's like, yeah, that's funny. So that's where I got that from. If anybody's wondering, I'll craft a little bit here so I can so I don't have to waste time when I actually get. Better not lose this. Think I was there. Yeah, the crafting system seems a little broken tonight, but I'm wondering if that's part of the prep. Very well could be, right? I don't know. So tomorrow, like I said, thanks for coming. I hope it's interesting at the minimum. I love talking about things, especially things that interest me, of course. I think everybody does, right? Oh my God. This is unbelievable with the crafting system tonight. They have to be doing something because it's never this bad. So I'm betting you they're prepping something for the servers or starting to use certain files for other things, and they're just trying to get ahead of tomorrow. That's what I would do, right? And as I deploy software for a living, well, at least half my job, what happens is we'll deploy something, but we'll hide the file, or we'll deploy it and it should maintain, it should, and I'm putting up air quotes, it should maintain the integrity of the files or the function that you took it away from, right? It should. As I say should, because many people that will listen to this will be like, yeah, I get that. I can totally relate. But ultimately, tomorrow, I'm hoping it'll be pretty early, actually, because of course, I have meetings. And why wouldn't I have meetings? Don't be ridiculous, people. Of course, I have meetings. There we go. That fits it. And I think I have, yeah. So here. I have so much wool. It's not even funny. Look at all this leather. They're just waiting. It's like, build me. Look at all that. My goodness. I'll put it over here. Yeah, that's fine. And then what I'll do is I hope I don't lose anything that's being crafted. I'm hoping not. I'm crossing my fingers here. Crossing my fingers. And what I'll do here is I'll actually take this out. I hate how he walks right now. Please fix that. All right, and then rest is food. And the trees, people. Please get rid of the trees. I'm going to be spending more time looking for places where I can build without trees getting in my way. Again, with the aesthetics. I need aesthetics. Let's go get some arrows and repair everything. Doing a twist. I'm so happy. There we go. I'll leave 3 in there. I'm gonna go repair everything else. Repair this. Really? That didn't have any durability left? Crap. Oh, that's pretty useless to me. That's all right. I thought this doesn't have much. Well, hold on. Let me, because I wasn't on armor. I did everything else. Glad I remembered stuff like that. Yeah. Okay. So I still have some left on it. Not much, but I need some. Good leather and cloth. And founders, technically. If I go here, repair. Oh, I need my hammer too, wherever that is. Where did I put my hammer? Now I can craft it. What do I need? I need Nesis and sapwood. Sapwood. I think my rock is over here. Doesn't take much. There you go. And this is how you started the game. So when you craft, you can craft certain things right away. And trust me, that pointy stick was awesome. There we go. That's all I need. I don't need any of this. And then I can put that away. That's those sticks. And then we're ready to call it a night. Oh, let me get some potions just in case. I don't think I'll have too much of a time with it, but then there is a new combat system. Did I just climb? That's freaking awesome. Almost look painful though. Okay. I want to make sure healing, vitality, good. Everything, 2 weapons, decent durability on everything. You know what? I just thought of that. I don't know when I'm going to be able to filter through everything. So what I will do is I will pick up a brand spanking new shield, and I'll use that other one later. And then I will go up here because I just wanted to go through my house one last time, I suppose. And I will be under here. There we go. Actually, this is not a great case. Let's go in the courtyard. Over here. We'll be up here. There we go. All right. With that said, hit the like button. If you like it so much you want to subscribe and listen to me all the time. And that fire is really a lot going on. Let me me move. Oh my god. There we go. Laughter, right? Laughter is the key. Laughter is the key. We'll be in the kitchen. Yeah, there we go. We'll do that. Ah, that was such a cool sight. Anyway, we'll stop it there. And we will call it a night. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you really like my stuff and you want to be notified when I go live. I will be doing other things as I build out my portfolio within YouTube. One's going to be music video. I have a channel already made for that. I just have to populate it, so I have to get hot and heavy on that. And then I have Throne and Liberty. I'm still not sure about that one, so but Elite Dangerous is going to be there. This game certainly is going to be there. Maybe another game that's coming out. I forget what it's called, but it looks kind of cool. So there's a couple games in the future that I'd like to do podcasts with and see how people enjoy those MMOs. I'm going to try to stay to MMOs as much as possible. I love Civ 6 or Civ 7 now, but I'm not sure if I want to do that yet because of I want to see some reviews before I actually play it. Ooh, let me do this real quick while I'm thinking about it. See, thank you so much for pausing me. Because I can do this and get the last bit of this out here. I should pick that up. Nah, I'm not going to. All right. With that said, we'll go back out to the kitchen because it just seems the fitting part of leaving. All right. With that all said, tomorrow I'm going to try to make it on. If I don't make it on, it won't be until Friday, maybe Thursday for an hour. I got to fit it in between meetings. So I'm going to try tomorrow. I am going to try. So if you would like to join me on the first day of PAX Day, the new release, where we're going to find a place to build the house, hopefully nearer to iron ore. That's my goal. We'll do that, and I hope you share that journey with me. Until then, everyone be safe and be kind to each other.
With every step, a lesson learned. From fire's heat to the fields I've turned. The blade and bow, the forge and flame. I sharpen my skills, I play the game. Each day brings a challenge I must face. I train my hands with careful grace. From alchemy's art to the hunter's way, I'll find the strength to seize the day. I carve my path, I walk the line, in the shadow of the ancient sign. Through trial and toil I'll find my way, learning more with each passing day. The skill of survival, the will to thrive, in a world where the strong survive. I'll face the night, I'll take the chance. I'm ready to fight, to learn to dance. For every strike and every fall, I'm building my strength, I'm standing tall. In the heart of the wild and the calm of the night, I gather my skills, I'm ready to fight. From the herbs I find to the iron I mold, each lesson learned is a story told. The stars above, they guide my hand as I hone my craft. I take my stand in the quiet woods, in the mountains chill. I push myself, I shape my will with each new tool and every lore. I'm stronger now than I was before. I carve my path, I walk the line, in the shadow of the ancient sign. Through trial and toil I'll find my way, learning more with each I'm ready to fight, to learn to dance. For every strike and every fall, I'm building my strength, I'm standing tall. In the heart of the wild and the calm of the night, I gather my skills, I'm ready to fight. The road is long, but I won't turn back. The lessons I learned keep me on track. With each new skill, the stronger I grow. In the face of the storm, I let my courage show. I've tasted defeat, I felt the sting, but I rise again with each new spring. For knowledge is power, and wisdom the key. I'm forging my path, I'm breaking free. The skill of survival, the will to thrive. In a world where the strong survive, I'll face the night, I'll take the chance. I'm ready to fight, to learn to dance. For every strike and every fall, I'm building my strength, I'm standing tall. In the heart of the wild and the calm of the night, I gather my skills, I'm ready to fight.